Kramer, and I am a metaphysical expert for animals and people, and I am, this is episode 23 of the Animal Experience, and it is how does Animalkind see us? How does Animalkind view humanity? And it's kind of interesting. It's very interesting. And this is something, for me personally, that I really, really love because, and I'll go a little bit more into it, but this viewpoint really, at one point in my life, really saved my life. It really did. It helped me tremendously, and I hope it helps you, because it's really something that was life-changing for me, and I'll go more into that, like I said, in a little bit. So I'm having an interesting time here with some things. So with this software that I'm using, because it just updated on its own, unfortunately, and I don't know if I'm seeing everybody coming through. So I'm not sure if I see people's comments or not. So if I don't comment at the end, it's because I'm not seeing them. So I apologize ahead of time. So if somebody could just comment on, and let's see if that goes through, that'd be great. But I'm going to take everybody's comments, questions at the end, as long as I hopefully see them. That was Tau. So, okay, so let's get started, because this is a really special one. So let me just explain a little bit for some of you who don't know what the animal experience is. So the animal experience, again, we're in episode 23. So I'm pretty sure everybody's got a good idea about the animal experience, but just in case, let me explain. The animal experience is the wisdom, the insights, the experiences of life that I've learned from the animals, and I'm sharing it with you. It's changed my life profoundly as a person. Neely, okay, I do see people. Yes, yay, Donna, Sue, hi everybody, thank you very much. Yes, I see everybody, so thank you, yay. So the animal experience is my experience listening to, talking to, questioning animals and animal kind over the 23 years I've been doing this. All right. So, and I wanted to share it with you because it has changed my life profoundly. And I am listening to everybody's comments that they're doing about the animal experience. And I cannot be more thrilled. Cannot be more thrilled over the fact that you are enjoying this, that it is helping to change your lives too, that it is helping you to understand, that it's helping you to find peace. And that's all I wanted from this. That's all I wanted, is to be able to help y'all find this wisdom, find this peace, so that we can get out of the problem and into the solution. Especially when it comes to animals, we gear ourselves into thinking that we have to do something, that we have to be in their pain. And animals really don't want us to be in their pain, because what happens with that is we then lose perspective, and we lose the messages that are coming through, because we're coming from this pain perspective, and it puts blinders on our eyes, it puts blinders on our hearts, and it keeps us from being able to understand what's going on and see the bigger picture. And that's what I'm trying to do here, because the animal experience the experience of talking with the animals has profoundly given me insights that I never would have thought that I could ever share, or that I could ever really, not on a bigger stage, but also it gives me insights that I never really imagined myself. So that's how I know it's coming from the animals, because it was the last thing I wanted to hear. It was the last thing I was ever thinking would ever come about. And this subject is one of them. So let's begin. So this is episode 23. How does Animalkind view humankind? Well, let's start at the beginning. So human history. Not the best history in the world. All right. We can be violent. We can be territorial. We can be self-destructive. We can be self-centered. We can be bad-tempered. We can be stubborn. We can be, just plain, ordinary, ugly. But before I did animal communication professionally, personally for me, this was the only side of humanity I could see. And this view brought me personally to the brink of suicide and addiction. I couldn't get out of the quagmire of negativity and the quagmire and the quicksand of just seeing humanity as this ugly thing. Destroying the planet was dying, and animals were dying, and humanity was, at the time, I was saying humanity was insane, and what this got me, the only thing that this got me, was it got me thinking every single day of wanting to kill myself and how to do it. Luckily, of course, I didn't succeed. I wouldn't be here now. But it also brought me to the brink of personal addiction, where I just had to find anything that I could find to cope. And I don't talk about this a lot. Not that I'm ashamed of it. It's not that I'm ashamed of it. It's made me who I am. However, I've moved on from it. But I talk about it when I feel like when there's a need for it. And this is to give you the idea of how extreme it was for me. And I see this in people. I see life coming to people. It's too hard for them. They get into this mindset of, I just don't want to do this anymore. Excuse me, I'm just looking. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. And you know something? That's not how. We'll get more into this in another episode that I'm going to be doing, but it's not helping. It's not helping. It's hindering you. And I know that pain, man. I know it. Okay. I've been to the dark side. All right. Seriously, I have, and I get it. But that's what this mentality gave me. So there's also other history, other human history. There's a lot of examples of compassion and loving and humanity being peaceful and humanity giving and humanity being selfless and heroes and heroines and divine and spiritual and humanity being caring and kind and just plain wonderful. There's a lot of examples. But we have a tendency to rehash the ugly and talk about the ugly and not give as much time to the beautiful. And we have to kind of change that up, because that doesn't help us. Staying stuck in the past doesn't help. It doesn't help with you personally. It's not going to help with the history. There's a saying, history is doomed to repeat itself for those that don't talk about it. You don't talk about it, we forget about it. Well, I'm not necessarily into that mindset. I think we talk about it too much, but that's me. So there's a lot of things that we have that we've done that has brought humanity to a good thing. So when we talk about how Animalkind sees humankind, it's not a subject that's black and white, good or bad. All animals see us like this. All animals see us like that. So many animals have many different perspectives on humanity. The majority of domesticated animals that I've talked to, that I've connected with through, attuning the street cats and the feral cats of the world and the street dogs of the world and the feral dogs of the world, I've connected with them. And, the majority of, and also those animals who are basically domesticated, even though they're feral, they're still domesticated animals. On top of a lot of my clients that I've talked to, my fur kid clients, the majority of domesticated animals see us as the loving people we are. All right, they see our love, even when we get tired and we get, a little cranky with them. They still see us as the loving people that we are. Now, some domesticated animals who have been mistreated still see the majority of humanity in this light. This is what I call Christ consciousness. This is the compassion. This is the love for man. This is the love for human and animal kind, that transcends. This is the love that is Christ-like. Now, you might see my cat Toe. He's on my lap right now, but he's coming in. Hi. So, some domesticated animals who have been mistreated still see the majority of humanity in this light. Now, some don't. They've been hurt, and their viewpoint has been skewed. It's been twisted. It's been warped through the mistreatment. But if placed in a loving environment, the majority of them will come back to not seeing all humanity as horrible. And again, it goes into the Christ-like consciousness. It also is about the viewpoint or the subject that I'm going to be talking about next week, and I'll let you know what that is. But that comes into play. They want to feel good. They want to release their stuff. They don't want to hang on to their crap, unlike some humans do. So, they want to feel good, and they'll step into their life and they'll step into the goodness of everything as quickly as they possibly can. Okay. Now, some wild animals see humanity in a good way. And that's because they live really close to us. They don't worry about us too much. They don't fear us completely. And those are animals like crows and ravens, pigeons, songbirds, even cockroaches and ants, mice, and rats. They live with us, so they see us a little bit more. So they understand that, and they don't really see humanity as, it's a mix. Some of them don't like us, and some of them do. And some of them don't care, So, but there are some wild animals also that are leery of us and humanity themselves. They don't trust us. They believe that we will harm them, will hurt them, will destroy them, and they try to keep away from us as much as possible. These are like animals like, and it's not 100% across the board, but animals like, the big cats, mountain lions, elephants, bobcats, the really wild animals, panthers and jaguars and, bears to a certain extent, unless of course they smell something good in our garbage, then it's all bets are off. But, they're leery of us, and they understand that humanity is not to be toyed with, and they're not 100% trustful of us. But here's the thing. This is the thing that changed my life, and I learned from the animals, and it helped to get me out of the negative quagmire that I was in. They all see our potential. That's huge. They all see our potential. Our potential showed me how to get out of that negative headspace I was in. It showed me how to see the positive in humanity. It showed me how to love my own kind. And what did I learn? That it's our potential that they gravitate to, that they are hopeful for. They see what we can do, what we're capable of if we get out of our own way. They believe in us. They hope for us. They root for us. This is one of the reasons why so many are coming back, why so many are reincarnating in this lifetime. Both wild and domesticated animals want to be here when we make it. They know we will. Maybe not all of us, but the majority of us. But they believe that there will be enough that will bring about the new age of consciousness. That's something, isn't it? They see our potential, what we can be. We are all divine beings. And when we get out of our own way and lead by our divine selves, we are greatness personified. Not just humankind, but animal kind as well. They see our potential. They hope. They believe. And that hope, that belief, that trust in humanity is a beautiful thing to connect to. It's a beautiful thing to feel. Because when I connect to an animal and I feel that, I feel their support. I feel their encouragement. I feel their intensity and want for us to make it. For us to be better. For us to be who we are supposed to be. And that's why I am so adamant about uplifting people. I am not in the problem. I try to always be in the solution. That's what I learned from them. It's something, isn't it? So ask yourselves, if me, Coryelle, can believe in humanity, if the animals believe in humanity, isn't it time that you believed in humanity? I mean, we are so good. We're really, really good at talking about the crap. We're really good at talking about the bad. We're really good about talking about the awful. You know, we're experts at it. And I get it. I was there. I was there. I was sitting in it. I was living in it. I was breathing it. I was eating it. I was consuming it. I get it. Okay? But if we can stop raging about the bad and rally the good, stop bringing attention to the ones who are lost and bring attention to the ones who are finding their way or who have found their way. You know, support, uplift, encourage humanity. We, the people who are the light artisans, the people who are loving and compassionate, and the people who are being good, the good people of humanity, we're the majority. The others are the minority, but they get the more press because they're acting like fools. So, you know, we gotta pay attention to them, but I don't believe in that. But they don't represent me. I don't allow them to represent me. That person doesn't represent me or you. The animals showed me how, and now I believe in us. If they can do it, we should be able to do it. Don't you think? So look at the good. Don't give credit to the bad or the ugly. It's not helping anyone. We got to put the spotlight on the good of humanity, for the good of humanity. That was life-changing for me. When I discovered that, I was able to find the doorway to peace in my heart, in my mind, in my spirit, in my soul. I was able to find the doorway finally to peace, where I am a huge proponent of the positive. I do not post negative stuff. I do not post political stuff. Sorry, I just don't. I don't post about animal cruelty. Nope. Not going to do it. It doesn't help. I'm not going to talk about the abusers. I'm not going to give them press. Nope. Not going to do it. It works for me. Because what happens is that there is a slippery slope between that and talking about it and falling back into that quagmire of that all that I can see. That being all that I can see. And I've been through hell. I am not going back. I've crawled out of hell with the animals' help, and I am not going back. So that is episode 23. That's what I learned from the animals. So if anybody has any questions or comments, let her rip. I'm here for you. I'm happy to talk about as much as I can, as much as I can. If you have any viewpoints you don't agree with me, lay it on me. It's fine. I'm just telling you what I personally learned as an animal communicator from the animals. Now, you can take it or leave it. Not my business. You don't have to agree with me, but it's not going to change my mind. So that is my little take on how animals see humanity. So, questions, comments, anything? All right, so I'm going to move on. If you have a question or a comment, feel free to write it down. If for some reason this isn't working, if some reason you guys are writing it and I'm not seeing it, it happens. This is live. It's very, very interesting. If this happens, then I will answer them at the end. Okay? So to continue on, I just wanted to say to everyone, whether you are watching me live, watching me later, watching or listening to me on a podcast, or watching me on YouTube, I want to thank you for watching and joining the animal experience. Now, next week is going to be an extremely, I don't want to say difficult, but it's going to be, it's not difficult, but it is a very powerful episode. And it's about animals and the stream of well-being. I've talked about this when I talked about animals and law of attraction, but I'm going to just talk about this. I also have a couple of examples that I'm using from my clients who have given me permission about the stream of well-being and what it is and examples of it. And it's been two profound examples of the stream of well-being from a beautiful bulldog by the name of Petunia and a beautiful cat by the name of Fern, who I was blessed both to talk to and to help when they were going through their health challenges. So it is going to be probably a real tearjerker. I haven't cried in a while on an episode. There was a time there I was crying on every single episode. Yeah, but I haven't cried in a while. but this is probably going to be a tearjerker for me. Yeah, there we go. We have a question. Sue says, do they have the occasional opinion of this one is a fool? Well, yes, but there's a difference between seeing somebody as a fool and, seeing that one person as a fool and then saying, but that's all of humanity. That's like saying, again, it's like prejudice. It's saying, well, all this type of person is all like this because of this one person. And it's like, that's ridiculous. They don't really put a lot of, don't put a lot of force into generalizations. Because they know it's stupid to do that. Because of one person, I'm going to say because this one fool did this, every single person in humanity is a fool. So, there you go. So, I hope that answered that question, Sue. Sue says, no, just like they need to lead this human more. No, just like they need to lead this human more. No, yeah. What they do is that they understand there's different degrees of stupidity. Okay? But, again, they don't say all humans are stupid. Again, it's not just black and white. I can't say all domesticated animals think humanity is stupid. They don't. There are some that it's to degrees. It's like humanity. We don't think that everybody is good, but, I don't think everybody's an J-hole or A-hole either. So there's degrees to what the animals are. They're just like what the animals see, just like it is with us. I hope that answered your question. And if not, then retype. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Feel free. So to continue, the animal experience can be found as podcasts on iTunes and Google Play. They can be seen on YouTube. And it also has, the Animal Experience show has its own Facebook page where you can view the videos much more easily. And you can leave reviews for the videos. This is important. If you like the videos, that's the place where you can let people know how you're feeling about them, what you're feeling about them. If you like them, write a review. That's where you can put the reviews so we can let other people know, hey, these are kind of worth listening to and watching every once in a while. They're kind of cool, sort of cool. Coryelle is kind of cool. I think I'm cool, but, whatever, So write a review. Let me know what you think. Share the videos. Please share the videos. All right? This is something where we need to be able to spread the word so the animals' message can get out. It's not just my message. It's so the animals' messages, wisdoms, insights, thoughts can be shared with humanity. That's another way we can make humanity better. Sharing the videos, letting them know about what's going on. Little things like that. So, if you have any more questions or comments, feel free to post them at the end of the video. I'll be happy to answer them there. I am going to continue on. If anyone is interested in a session or a reading with me, feel free to go to my website. Real easy. It's my name. So it's www.coryellekramer.com. You can send me an email through mail@coryellekramer.com. You can find me on Facebook, like now, on Coryelle Kramer, or my Facebook page is coryellekramer.com. So until next time, and until next week, I want to say thank you to everyone, and I'm wishing you and your beautiful animals a wonderful week of experiences. Thanks.